Good morning children. Welcome to Social Studies tutorial Geography chapter 2 The Interior of the Earth. I hope you all are doing well during this COVID-19 pandemic. So today's topic is rock cycle. Students, in this chapter we have already learned the three main layers of the earth. These were the crust, the mantle and the core. And afterwards we have studied about rocks and minerals. That what the rocks are. So what we have learned that the outermost layer of the earth, the outermost layer of the earth the outermost layer of the earth, what it is? It is lithosphere. Lithosphere. So the outermost layer of the earth, the lithosphere, is made up of solid materials. This one is made up of solid materials, that is called rocks. So that we have learned that the rocks are in its solid form. But how it transforms in its actual forms? So with the help of this content, the rock cycle, we are going to learn about the transformation process of the rocks. So students, whenever we come to know about the rock cycle, then quickly we are reminded of the term water cycle. Water cycle. Yes, somewhat it is similar to water cycle, because since you all have studied in your last grades that how water gets converted into its different forms, that just because of the extreme heat there is evaporation, then there is condensation, then afterwards there is a precipitation. That means that the water comes again to the earth in its earth surface in its different form, like rainfall, snow or so on. So the most popularly is of your rainfall. So this was the water cycle. So similarly, that rocks are also undergoes with different changes in certain conditions. So that is called rock cycle. So this word cycle, why it is called cycle? Because in a cyclic manner the process starts from a particular point and it ends at the same points. So because of this it is called the rock cycle. So let's understand what a rock cycle is. The rock cycle is the transformation of different rocks from one to another into certain condition is called the rock cycle. So the rock cycle refers to the transformation of the rocks into different forms from one to another under certain conditions. So because already we have learned that there are three types of rocks. The first is igneous, which has its two types, extrusive and intrusive. The second type of rock is sedimentary rock. and the third is metamorphic rocks. So actually the rock cycle is what all about that how these three types of rocks get transformed from one to another, like how that igneous rock gets converted in the form of sedimentary rocks and how that sedimentary forms of the rocks just gets transformed into metamorphic rocks. So this is the complete cycle is actually called rock cycle. Suppose there is magma. So this is the surface of the earth. There is an extreme heat at the inner side of the earth. So just because of that extreme heat, once there are the volcanic eruptions. So the magma comes out here on the surface of the earth. Then it cools down. It cools down, get solidifies. So what exactly? There is crystallization. What exactly? There is a crystallization. Once there is a crystallization, because when the magma comes out at the earth's surface, it gets cooled down, then it solidifies and it gets transformed into igneous rocks. Igneous rocks. So students, when there is the transformation of igneous rocks, then what the next one is sedimentary rocks. So again there is a process of getting it transformed into sedimentary rocks, because once the igneous rocks gets transformed, then afterwards there is the effect of weathering. And erosion and deposition. There is weathering, erosion and deposition. Now let's understand what weathering is. So weathering is the process of disintegration of that solid material of igneous rock. So when it's get converted into small particles, so there is a kind of disintegration, that is called weathering. So just when it gets disintegrated and becomes very small particles, these small particles are called sediments. These are called sediments. These are called sediments. So when these sediments, what exactly there is? There are the sediments. When there are the sediments, so these sediments are eroded by water or wind. So with the help of, there are the different agents which just erode it and get it deposited from one place to another. So whenever there are the deposition, then there is like the deposition takes a form of different layers. It deposited into these kind of different layers. Once there are the deposition of these different layers, and when get it compressed, then there is the form of a sedimentary rock. Sedimentary rocks. So students, when there is a formation of sedimentary rock, then again what exactly, it gets transformed under certain conditions into metamorphic rock. metamorphic rock. Then how that metamorphic rock get transformed into its real form. So what happens is, friends, there is a kind of extreme heat and pressure, as I told you, because when there are the layers, so it gets converted into sedimentary rocks. So at the surface of the earth, like what exactly, from the upper side there is a pressure, high pressure, and from the inner side there is the heat, extreme heat. So what happens, that like it gets compressed and then it is get transformed into metamorphic rock. Now that is quite easy to understand, that how igneous rocks gets converted into sedimentary rocks and how sedimentary rocks get converted into metamorphic rock. But a query comes to our mind, that is that how that metamorphic rock, just after getting converted into a form of rock, how it gets converted into magma. So let's make me clear you that metamorphic rock, as I told you, there is like at the surface of the earth, like there is a pressure, and at the inner side of the earth there is the extreme heat. So what exactly, that magma, because initially what we have learned, that there is magma, so that magma attract this metamorphic rock. And what exactly, there is, just because of this extreme heat, there is the extreme heat, what, there is a process of melting. That metamorphic rock melts just because of the extreme heat, and it gets converted into magma. So again, that when there is a volcanic eruption, that the magma comes out at the surface of the earth, it gets cooled down, solidifies, and there is a crystallization which transforms into igneous rocks. Then again there is the weathering, erosion and deposition. There are the sediments which just gets deposited at one place, and this forms sedimentary rocks. Then metamorphic rock, again there is a melting into magma. So what exactly, it was completely a kind of cyclic process, because it starts with the magma and just again it comes into melting into magma. So this was completely your rock cycle. Now let's understand the uses of rocks. That what the uses of rocks. Let's understand the uses of rocks. So students, just after learning the rock cycle, we may easily get a concept clear that definitely there are the deposition of minerals. So what exactly the rocks are? The solid forms of the rocks or the large blocks of the rocks are used for building, for the construction. Second is, as there is an availability of minerals. So the minerals, because in the soil when these minerals are available, then it provides a good condition just for planting trees, and these minerals are also used in mining. So there are the uses of the rocks into construction works, or these minerals available in those, these are quite used for the growing of the trees or the plantation or so on, and these are also used in mining. Thank you. I hope you have understood well. Now stay home, stay safe.